RPG Maker. So many RPG Maker games. You know, March, there is a lot of good and bad RPG Maker games that, yeah, RPG, as you can see. The moment you see RPG, you might think left and right faction when the battle ensues, or Dragon Quest battle system. It is still RPG game, so what else? Because in this video, March found another abandoned game and one that is complete but doesn't work. That game's from Atelier GS website. What is this website? Just a personal website for he or her game projects around RPG Maker game engine. Mob Hunter, a Brazilian game developer I guess. But our focus in this video are these two games. One is Evo Expert that sadly has a black screen issue, and one abandoned game called Mila Another Time that we are gonna review because fully playable despite just a prototype or tech demo if you will. To begin with, both games are, let's say, it rhythm game because that is what it looks like to me. So, how about we take a look at Evo Expert before Mila Another Time? Shall we march? Alright, so here it is. Evo Expert. As you can see, the game sorta hybrid between Dance Dance Revolution and Guitar Freaks. Or maybe that segments from SpongeBob SquarePants like Camera Pants for GBA where you are dancing while fighting Man Ray. Yeah, seems logical, but as you can see, it's PNG, not moving like this, but kinda like Guitar Freaks of showing images only. And that images are these characters that seems unique, although my eyes catches something familiar. Something anime like, well, yes, you are right, those characters are pretty famous. We got Misaka Mikoto from Toaru Majutsu no Index, Shana from Shakugan no Shana, impersonating that person apparently. Miku? Really? And I don't know who is this fox girl. Also, there is one extra anime character that not shown in here. Who is it, you wonder? Ayana Mirai from Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't know why, but there she is. Look, I'm not making that up. Maybe she is the final boss? Maybe? Why I said final boss? Each character has their own song that also is anime characters that of course copyright music. But those music are total banger. I'm not joking. It is an awesome music. Listen to some of this. Such incredible work of art. Who made this music? Well, these people that has personal, indie, and mixed version of certain music that I don't know. But nonetheless, you guys did good job making this music. Cool! Sadly, I cannot play this game because black screen. Some people say from certain scripts, but I don't know how to reverse engineer it. In the end, I have to skip it because there is nothing I can do. So, let's see the other one that playable. A tech demo, a prototype, Mila Another Time. Ah, too loud. Well, this is not good, isn't it? Oh, I see. No title screen, huh? Just load save file. Alright, new game. Mungal Soft Presents. Alright. Oh, there it is. Mila Another Time. Prototype version. Oh, it used Portuguese language. Alright, no problem. Okay, the story is we are playing as these characters. One is female angel called Mila, yeah, the main protagonist I assume, and red elf I guess. called Leonardo. At first I thought he was a demon, but nope, false alarm. Because he said heaven sucks, so he want to go to hell instead? Really? I bet you won't. As they are walking around the forest completely lost, he decided for Mila to find a way out instead. The reason for this? Mila complained about getting lost, so Leonardo insists her to do the job. And yeah, there she is. Our main character lead the way as... Huh? Wait, what? A cat? A cat wiggling his tail? Tails and perfect. Just perfect. As it turns out, this cat is our safe boy. Yeah, go figure. But hey, at least a nice addition to the game. So we control Mila for the entire game as she is the only person to jump higher using wings. So why don't you fly? You know, fly higher since you have wings, just like birds. To get out from this forest. That's dumb. I don't know how this happened. Maybe she partially lost her powers due to unknown plot that only Mungosoft know. Maybe how she lost her powers similar to what happened to Jet Curtis from Tales of Abyss when his power got suppressed by Fonslot Seal. That may be the logical reason I can do to explain this. Cumbersome situation. But it's just the game design all along. I can't complain about this. Alright, let's check something in the character. What? Did you see that? The characters changing their emotion if you highlight them. The same thing happened in this load save file menu. Cool. But it is not cool as this game has very restricted options and choices for a player. For example, Mila and Leonardo has only 2 skill or magic slot and 1 special action slot. You need to figure out which best attacks you will use in battle, and I say battle because this is artificially challenging if you pay attention more. And yes, there is no items menu. What? No, there is none. Instead, we got these relic items that gives us buff or protection against various ailments. So, if you trigger a battle, let's say against this grabby hand, don't touch me, freak, you might want to use your strongest skill and magic to fight tougher enemies. The problem is, you don't know which enemies may appear and you can only bring necessary abilities within the limitation in this game, or script if you will. The only way to somehow ease any fights is to learn each character's rhythm attack pattern. That is the main attraction in this game. As I said earlier, both games are rhythm game with a unique battle system. But in this game, you must carefully press OK button around this square area when the meter enters the range of the area. On its successful attempts, the speed of the meter always gradually changes, either fast or slow or randomized, depends on its characters. One is fast, normal, and even slower. But at least it can restore my mana, so that's helpful. It is unique indeed, but also cumbersome and unreliable at some point when fighting many opponents. Like you choose this enemy, you need to pay attention to the middle because it did not spawn in the center of the battle. It spawned at the enemy center position. If you beat enemy with combo, then the game automatically changes the target. You might lose that combo due to sudden randomness. Totally unpleasant. But at some cases, it is useful to fill up this combo strike meter, basically limit breaks, to perform powerful attack or healing abilities in normal or dire situation. The problem is, only one character can use it. What? Really? Only one character? And I'm not kidding. No separate limit breaks meter. I told you, it is cumbersome and unreliable. However, it is the only way to defeat enemies quickly as it's also the other way to fill mana meter instead using mana potion. Seriously, there is no usable items whatsoever, not even the relic. The only way to heal yourself is to win the fight or use abilities that can cure you. In the end, it's about trial and error game as you might want to predict what enemies lies ahead on the next area and gamble which best options to deal against them, like this mushroom, or this reaper, or maybe this flying fish. Why you can fly? Oh, well, just make them with combos, I guess. Yes, let's them pierce them. Ha 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 ha. Then we meet this girl, Sophia, guardian of this forest that want them to leave this forest immediately. But Leonardo refused as he don't want to take orders, much less from woman? Wow, I mean wow, really? Much less from woman? Oh, alright. Shut up, woman!
Hey lady, shut up!
Although she said about Scepter of Anoria that not yet been implemented in this game, so she voluntarily led us out from this forest by joining our team as mage. Now, there is something that bugging me out. The game is into the set scroller which is unusually unique, but also give you poor idea of which platform you can step on. Although you can see the length of its assets to show you some area actually a wall, but there is no way to acknowledge it. The only way to know it is you bump to its ceiling hitbox to determine their platform or background object. Like this rock or similar object you can push at platform to its higher platform. But most of it just background. This remind me about that Indiana Jones arcade game that has weird platforming position. Like this river for example. Is this waterfall, upper area, or I confused. Now, there is one thing that makes me anxious, and that is the encounter meter that gradually increase its movements you do. That's including jumping. Yep, walk, push, and jump increase the encounter meter. You know, battle time. But you can reduce it even in hostile area by, guess what? Standing still while your health gradually restore. Okay? So, if you are speedrunner and impatient like me, you might don't want this scenario happen. I mean, just look at this. I'm starting the battle in mid-air, so when the battle over, I fall into the river. That's not fun, but you can avoid this if you remember where you went. You might prevent this backtracking issue. So, let's continue the journey and we meet this PNG as our first boss fight. Yeah, cool. Oh, so many so fun. Alright, skill magic combo, super combos. Bam! That's it. Easy peasy. The last area. Weird, but okay. Seems normal conversation. Huh? Wait, what? Mock Hunter. Demonstration? RPG wait. You're telling me this is a blatant breaking the fourth wall? Huh? Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, reasonable. So we're lurking around this questionable area, I assume. Oh, good. Another platform nonsense again. Is there any ladders? Oh, what is this? Oh, what is... a shop. Alright, just selling equipments in case you're too lazy to open this chest. Or you want to sell items dropped by enemies. Huh? Yeah, cool. What is this fire? Ouch! Hey! Well, it looks like we can go no further. Alright, the other way I get. Oh no, this is not good. Platform sections. I smell constant backtracking in here. Although I must admit the parallax is cool with this moving pillar, if only they don't block my view. Oh, great, just great. Another platforming section and it's upward now? Alright, no complaining. Should be easy, right? No, why though? Okay, I got this. Yeah, I got this. Wow, an artificial difficulty nonsense? How fun! Alright, we now near boss fight again. Better grab this recovery item just to make sure. So, Hira... Oh, 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 this is not good. Huh? Wait, what? Really? Again? They now complain the creator about nonsensical event right now. Yeah, completely understandable. Yeah, understandable. So we fight this big boy who mainly use darkness magic to attack everyone. So don't forget to equip darkness ring to reduce the damage. Combos as usual, magic and rapid attack skill, and don't forget to heal. Because important. There you go. Beat the boss and the demo is finished. And the game force close itself. Brilliant. And that is Mila another time. Overall, the game has promising unique identity. From restrictive battle system, engaging and addicting rhythm-based attack, unusual point of view. Although I hate this backtracking issue when you fall off. Seriously, I mean who want to restart the whole area from point A to point B just because you're falling down? No one! But at least this game has potential to be a great game and I must admit, I enjoyed this game despite short. Unless the game is abandoned and the website is dead, and so his or her work too. Very sad indeed. I hope one day he or she emerges to finish this unique game so I can finally know why she can even fly! That is nonsense! So, that's about it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Ciao!